What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Urban Platform Speaks. Make sure to like and subscribe as you come into the channel. Check out the content. And with that being said, I want to speak on a statement that not Larry Bird, that JJ Redick made about Larry Bird, right? And so basically, the statement was that JJ Redick says that. Let me see. Oh, JJ Redick rules out Larry Bird as being top 5 shooter in NBA history. And so JJ Redick made a lot of statements, right? That really now are really, like people really not, because his credibility is shot, and so a lot of things that JJ Redick said, people are not really holding a lot of weight. And so this right here, I think, was just the latest statement that JJ Redick made. Now, these statements are not aging well. And the reason why they're not aging well is because JJ Redick, for all of the talking that he has done, before he got this head coaching job, everybody thought that, that JJ Redick, was going to be a difference maker as far as a coach. And he is really making the same mistakes and doing the same things that everybody else is doing as a coach, and and finding his way along and trying to win just like everybody else did when they was a coach. Some of the things that, the ways that he used to criticize Doc Rivers, about the decisions Doc Rivers made as a coach. He's realizing now that, it's a lot easier to second guess somebody from a podcast than it is to actually be in the game and to coach in those different situations. And so this latest statement that he made about Larry Bird, in my opinion, is just, I think he's way off base when he talk about Larry Bird as far as not being top 5. Let me see. Larry Bird is not a top 5 3-point shooter. I think that's crazy. You're talking about a guy, Larry Bird, who, I mean, he won when he was in the league. Larry Bird used to win that 3-point shooting contest. He won it several times. Now back in the day, I don't even think Larry Bird shot as many threes as like they shoot today. They shoot a lot more threes in today's game that Larry Bird and or anybody shot back in the day. Towards maybe the tail end of his career, Larry Bird probably put up more shots. But Larry Bird was always a marksman, and in my opinion, Larry Bird, Reggie Miller, and who's the other guy? I think Steph Curry, Ray Allen. Larry Bird, in my opinion, gotta be in that top 5. I can't think of anybody else that would be ahead of Larry, that would move Larry Bird outside of that top 5. Like I said, I would have Steph Curry in there, Larry Bird in the top 5, Reggie Miller, Ray Allen, and I know I'm forgetting somebody else, but Larry Bird definitely will be in there. I don't get, like I said, I don't get this. Maybe JJ Redick want to put LeBron James in there. LeBron has played for so long. He got all the points, and now I guess maybe he feel like LeBron is, a legitimate 3-point threat. But that was just the craziest thing I heard JJ Redick say. Just leads me to believe that JJ Redick's his credibility is just slipping. Like I said, he was criticizing Doc Rivers. He said that Larry Bird is not top 5 all-time 3-point shooter. And he said that he said something else too about Jerry West, right? And the era that Jerry West came from, like those guys was just basically gas station attendants. So maybe JJ Redick was trying to be more so of a going for like the shock value in some of his comments, because they really don't make a lot of sense other than the fact that, they get a lot of attention, when you say stuff like that, when you say that those guys were more so from the Jerry West era was gas station attendants. Larry Bird, is not top 5 and in 3-point shooting. Doc Rivers can't coach. And so now that he is coaching, like I said, he's finding it hard to win games in the league because it's not as easy as he probably thought it was. And so, and even as a player himself, like he was never like, I like JJ Redick as a player, but he would never be in the same category as somebody like a Larry Bird, nowhere near a Larry Bird or Ray Allen, or he would be nowhere near Jerry West. As a player, he wasn't in Jerry West's category or his league as a player. He was, he wouldn't have been like a Jerry West of his time. And so, he and Doc Rivers, he's not Doc Rivers, he's not Larry Bird, he's not Jerry West, but he, and it's become apparent that he talk a good game, but when it comes time for him to put up, he's never been able to do that. So even as a player, like I said, as a player, he couldn't measure up to the guys, that he's criticizing. And now he's proven that as a coach, he can't measure up to the guys that he criticized. And so that just leads me to question his credibility, and I think that JJ Redick should really just focus on becoming the kind of head coach that he want to be, and because right now the Lakers are not really looking all that good, and all of these statements that he made in the past are just really not aging well. They're coming back to haunt, JJ Redick. And so that's why, I entitled this video, like JJ Redick needs to shut up and coach, because it's true. He really needs to just focus on coaching, especially if JJ Redick wants to continue to coach beyond the LeBron James era, and if he's serious about coaching, he really needs to make a good showing. So if he's not able to keep this job with the Lakers, then maybe somebody else will take a chance on him as a coach in the future. But yeah, he as a coach though, he's really going to have to knock this one out of the park. He's going to have to get the Lakers to the playoffs or something like that, or else once the LeBron James era is over with, then this experiment with JJ Redick being the head coach, I think that'll be over with too. So he's in a position, like I said, well, he will have to knock this out of the park, and it'll be best for JJ Redick to just focus on coaching, so he can continue his career. And that's my take on it. With that being said, don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, leave a comment, and I will check you all out in the next video. Peace.